probably used Canva to design a thumbnail, flyer, or social media post. But what if I told you the tool that made design easy was built by someone who didn't know how to code but launched with a product that wasn't even close to perfect? Today, Canva is worth over $25 billion, used by over 135 million people, and it's quietly dominating the world of online design without chasing perfection, without copying Silicon Valley, and without waiting to be ready. So, how did a broke student from Perth, Australia, build one of the most powerful design platforms in the world? And what does it teach us as creators, professionals, or side hustlers about making money and building confidence? Let's break down the Canva empire, the mindset behind its rise, and the powerful creator lessons you can apply today.
Chapter 1. The Origin Story of Canva. Start before you're ready. In 2007, a 19-year-old university student named Melanie Perkins was teaching design software to her classmates in Perth, Australia. She noticed something strange. Every student struggled with tools like Photoshop and InDesign. They were powerful, yes, but they were also complex, expensive, and intimidating. So, Melanie asked a simple question. What if design could be as easy as drag and drop? That question led her to build her first startup. Not Canva, but a small online tool called Fusion Books. It lets students design their own yearbooks using templates and simple editing tools. She and her boyfriend Cliff Obrecht ran it out of their living room, printing books on demand for schools across Australia. It was basic, it was messy, and it wasn't world-changing yet. But it was proof that people didn't want more features. They wanted fewer barriers. And that's the mindset that launched Canva. Melanie didn't wait for a perfect idea. She didn't wait to become a coder. She didn't wait until she had the right investors. She started with what she had, built something small, and learned from real people. That single move, starting before she was ready, is what eventually caught the attention of Silicon Valley investor Bill Tai. He flew her to San Francisco in 2011, where she pitched the early version of Canva. But even then, she was told no by over 100 investors. Why? Because she wasn't a technical founder. She didn't fit the typical tech startup mold. And Canva wasn't some flashy AI idea. It was just a simple design for everyone. But she didn't quit. She kept refining the vision. And in 2013, Canva finally launched. No hype, no perfect product, just a clean interface, a few templates, and a mission to make design accessible to the world. Within the first year, over 750,000 users signed up. That's how Canva started. Not with genius tech, not with viral marketing, but with a deep understanding of what real people struggle with and the courage to build a solution, even if it wasn't perfect. So, here's your first creator lesson from Canva's story. You don't need perfection. You need clarity, courage, and consistency. Start where you are. Build what you can. Iterate as you grow. Because what matters most, done is better than perfect. And Canva proved it. Chapter 2. The Mindset Shift. Confidence over perfection. If there's one thing that separates Canva from thousands of startups that never made it, it's not funding, it's not tech, and it's not luck. It's mindset. Melanie Perkins didn't come from Silicon Valley. She wasn't a tech genius. She was an ordinary person with an extraordinary amount of belief in a simple idea. She didn't wait for the perfect co-founder, the perfect timing, or a flawless product. Instead, she leaned into a mindset that every creator needs. It's better to start messy than not start at all. This mindset is rare because perfectionism is sneaky. It tells you to wait until your setup looks professional. It tells you to hold off until your skills are polished. It tells you to sit back until you feel ready. But Canva's story proves that ready is a lie. Because when Canva launched, it was basic. No complex features, no AI, No editing wizardry. But it worked, and it solved a real problem. Melanie said it best herself. If you wait until everything is perfect before you launch, you may never launch at all. That quote isn't just inspiring, it's practical. Because success isn't about how clean your first draft is. It's about how committed you are to refining, evolving, and showing up. Confidence over perfection. That's the game. It's the same reason Canva became the go-to tool for non-designers. People were tired of overthinking, overcomplicating, and overpaying for design. Canva gave them the confidence to just start creating. And here's the mindset shift for every aspiring entrepreneur or content creator watching this. The confidence to begin will take you further than waiting to be perfect. Build public, create openly, launch small, grow with your audience. Because the truth is, the people who win in today's creator economy, they're not the most talented. They're the ones who started anyway. Chapter 3. Creator Economy Lessons. How to apply Canva's strategy to your own brand or hustle. Now that we've unpacked the story behind Canva's rise and the mindset that fueled it, let's bring it home. Because the real power in this case study is what you can do with it. You don't need to build the next Canva to win, but you can apply the exact same strategies to your content, your brand, or your side hustle starting today. Let's break down 3 powerful creator economy lessons from Canva that can help you grow, earn, and stand out. 1. Solve a simple, real problem. Canva didn't try to reinvent design. It just made it easier. That's it. No fancy features, no complicated tools. Just drag, drop, and done. What problem can you solve for your audience that feels small, but meaningful? Maybe it's helping busy professionals with meal prep, or making personal finance fun, or explaining business case studies in a way that actually sticks. Remember, big businesses are built on simple problems solved well. 2. Start with what you have. Canva didn't wait for a perfect tech stack. Melanie and Cliff started with basic tools, self-funded their first version, and learned as they went. You don't need a studio, a perfect setup, or a big following to start. You need consistency, clarity, and courage. Record with your phone, use your voice, publish that blog post, launch that digital product. Just start. The polish comes later. 3. Make it easy for others to win. Here's Canva's secret weapon. It makes other people feel like professionals. Even without design skills, Canva users feel empowered to create something amazing. How can you make your audience feel more capable? Maybe it's through simple how-to videos, downloadable templates, a clear step-by-step system. People love tools, guides, and content that help them look good, feel confident, and move faster. Be the person who makes things easier, and people will keep coming back. The creator economy rewards those who serve with simplicity and build with belief. Canva is proof that you don't need to be flashy, famous, or perfect. You just need to start solving a real problem, stay consistent, and never underestimate the power of keeping things simple. So, the next time you're hesitating to launch, post, or promote your idea, just remember this. Canva wasn't perfect when it started, but it was powerful because it started anyway. And that's exactly what you can do too.
So let's bring it all together. Canva didn't rise to a $25 billion empire because it was perfect. It rose because someone had the courage to say there has to be a simpler way. Then she built it step by step without waiting for permission, perfection, or praise. And now, millions of people design freely because one person acted on a simple idea with clarity, confidence, and consistency. So, the question is, what idea are you sitting on right now? What blog, business, video, product, or post have you been putting off because it's not perfect yet? Canva's story is your reminder that you don't have to be ready. You just have to be willing. Because in the creators economy, the people who win are not the ones who had the best gear or the perfect lunch. They are the ones who started anyway and learned as they grew. If this video gave you a clarity or motivation, do me one favor. Drop a comment below and tell me one thing you are going to start, even if it is messy. Hit that like button to help this message reach more creators. And if you want more stories like this one, more case studies, mindset shifts, and creator economy tips, subscribe and join the Brain and Bank community. This is just the beginning. And remember, you don't need permission to build, you need action. Don't forget to download my ebook and journal. The link is in the description. I will see you in our next video.